All right, we haven't been on WTF in a while. Are you ready for some weird and terribly freaky things? That wasn't that good. I used to actually be really good at being given 3 random letters and making a super solid acronym for it right off the top of my head, and I feel like I've lost that skill in recent years, as evidenced by weird and terribly freaky. Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's start off down here with driving along the motorway and getting overtaken by a guy Dude, this is the most topical thing ever. I swear I'm not making this up. I had a dream last night that I was in, I guess it was my house in the dream, and I don't remember specifics too much other than the fact that somehow a raccoon ended up like bending open a screen door and getting inside of my house. And it was just running around inside of my house trying to grab food and stuff. And I was like, I swear to God, I closed the glass door all the way, but the thing still got in. I'm not even joking. There was a raccoon in my dream last night. Why is that guy holding a raccoon? Sorry, I totally strayed from the fact that there's a dude just looking at him holding a raccoon, which is kind of creepy. Good old trash pandas, they are cute, but I was like worried I was gonna get rabies and get attacked in my dream. I remember that too. Anyway, my in-laws are in a bit of a froggy situation right now. That's like something out of a horror movie. That's like one of the 10 plagues. I feel like I need to go outside and check my pool drain system to ensure that that's not going on there. That is solid black of just frogs. Like, I'm not scared of frogs by any means. I'm more afraid of just the whole concept of why are frogs erupting from my pool drainage. This is bizarre. Not safe for work's probably not gonna work. Was not aware Freddy Krueger drove an Altima. What the fork? Is that a guy, like, man, I was looking at my nails before I started off this video, feeling a little self-conscious because I feel like I need to cut them. Let's have a little direct comparison here. Are those real? Are those your nails? Are those actually your nails? Have you somehow let them go that far and you just decided, yeah, this is a good look for me? I'd like to think that this person has like just a prosthesis on who waits for people to follow him and just for the sake of getting some shock reactions sticks the hand out the window. Street breathing in Mexico during the earthquake. Wow, I didn't envision it to actually look like it's breathing. That's wild. And it's very well looped, I must say. Yeah, I just, you know, it's gonna happen in LA. One day it will. Maybe I'll be lucky. And, yeah, maybe I'll be lucky and it won't happen during my lifetime. It'll just get pushed off. But it's gonna happen one day. And I assume it's going to be a pretty bad situation. Although I will say, all the smaller earthquakes that have hit since I've lived in my house, I've not felt a single one. I did talk to my neighbor who's been here for ages and ages and ages, back in the '94 earthquake, and he was like, yeah, it wasn't actually terribly bad here. So maybe I'll be okay. USPS postman delivers mail in Santa Rosa. This is where all the fires are in California. I think it's the worst fires in California history. Dude, it's so crazy. I think last I checked, it was something in the ballpark of 6,000 structures that have been destroyed, 250,000 acres that have burned. I was half expecting this gift to be like a USPS worker literally driving through flames. This is a genuine curiosity. Do they, in a situation like this, do they still deliver mail to all those houses despite the fact that obviously no one is in them? I guess when people do come back to their property, it'll be there to collect. It is also wild how in one of those shots, like, you have complete destruction and then you have standing things that are just right next to it. It's like right there. It's just that little barrier of destruction. Anyway, it's terrible. I hope of those of you watching this video, no one has been impacted by this. I realize there's a possibility. I'm sure someone watching this probably had to be evacuated. I hope all is well with you. My great uncle lost his fingers in 1979 from a grain auger accident. He stored them in a plastic bag. We found them in a bin when we were cleaning out his house. Here they are for you all to see. Nope, I'm not gonna click on that. That title's enough. What? All right, if you desperately want to see that one, you can always go over to WTF yourself. It's either a really fast train or completely useless barriers. You gotta wonder how many times that happens when someone doesn't have a dash cam on. I don't know where this is located, but if it's anywhere other than Russia, then you know dash cams aren't entirely all that common. Although I will say I have dash cams in all my cars. It's a wise idea. Dude, someone could so easily just get killed. If this dude was 4 seconds earlier to the spot, he would have been dead. Just look both ways before crossing the tracks. Russian missile launch. Is that pointed the wrong? That looks to be pointed the wrong way. That's pointed the wrong way. I could have sworn I saw a video once of like a dude who had, I don't know, a shoulder-mounted missile launcher. I don't know what it's called. I don't know specific names, but the rocket just fell out the back. And I can't remember if I think the clip just ends, so I can't remember what the aftermath was. That looks so rickety. It's like wobbling as it pivots. Also, why does it start facing down? You know, you're not supposed to point your gun at things you're not planning on shooting. I feel like you shouldn't be pointing your missiles at anything other than the sky. At the very least, if it did blow up, I guess you wouldn't have much time to think about things. So, rafting. What is this? Who was like, yes, this is a good idea. I want to do this. You know what? It's not enough to go down rapids in one raft. Let's stack a bunch of them on top of each other. It's not like moving around. You'd expect the rafts to be sliding out from under each other if they're just a bunch of rubber stacked on top of each other. I'm gonna be honest, that is working way better than I would have ever expected. If I saw that thing on the shoreline and someone was like, yeah, we're gonna send this into the rapids real quick here, I'd be like, it's gonna tip in 2 seconds. No, that is no easy job. You must have just back muscles of steel, or you're gonna have them after this if you don't already. That's incredible. Trying to drift. Really though? Like just in the middle of the highway? Yep. All right. That was. While I hope no one was hurt, yeah, you're idiots. You're complete idiots. Seriously? Like right in midday, right in the middle of the freeway, you're just gonna try to drift. I'm glad you just hurt yourselves and not anyone else, because that could have gone so much worse for someone who had nothing to do with the stupidity that you were doing. Don't do that. Go to a racetrack or private property on like a parking lot you have permission to do it on that's empty. Oh God. So kiss me, little princess. Bravo to that turtle. That's gotta hurt so badly. Why would you do that? That was a brilliant catch by the turtle. Good job, turtle. You're like, no. Too many people have tried this on me. Now it's time for me to get my revenge. You dick. You think you would like it if someone was eating your entire head? No, you would not. Some giant came up to you and put its mouth over your head several times in a row, not even trying to kill you, just humiliate you. You wouldn't like it. You would bite the crap out of its tongue if you had the opportunity. The half of its head is a mouth, and so it has that opportunity. We would be woefully outmatched if something put its entire mouth over our heads. God, that looks so painful. Riding your own personal avalanche. Oh, I've seen this GIF before. Yep, I've seen this one. man. That is something I never want to have happen in my life. Dude, it's just flowing like a liquid. That's why you're supposed to swim. If you ever get caught in an avalanche, you're literally just supposed to paddle as if you were in water because it just all moves like a liquid. Oh, you must have been so relieved when you got to the bottom there. Just, oh my God, how am I still alive? That could have gone so much worse. Look at how fast he's going. If it looks fast on camera, that means it's really fast. Because, dude, every time that I have ever gone extremely fast, what I feel is extremely fast on a snowboard or skateboard, I'm a pretty avid skateboarder, so when I feel like I'm going fast on a skateboard, it's generally pretty quick. But then when you review it on camera, it doesn't look all that quick. And that guy looked like he was zooming down the hill, so that must have been just ridiculous. Tornado. Dude, wait, are you pulling out of your garage in a tornado? Aren't you supposed to like stay in the basement and not go outside? Isn't that not a good idea? Don't you not want to do what you're doing? Isn't it better to be safe somewhere? Oh God. Is this gonna go right in front of him? Are you gonna? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't think he's controlling the car anymore. I think that's just, I don't know. You would assume that in a place that has tornadoes like that, you would have a basement of some kind, but it seems like you fared better being in the car. You know what? I've never lived in a place like that, so this dude's probably an expert, and therefore maybe this was the wisest decision. I wouldn't know. I'm not judging you. I'm assuming you're still alive because the car seems to be pretty much intact, despite the obvious debris hazards that I'm sure could just stick a metal pole or a tree, just ram it right through the car. Like a bullet. It's hard to think, what if you have to choose between the hurricanes, tornadoes, or earthquakes, which do you go for? Pick your poison. We're just a country of hazards here. The river guide. Are you the alligator whisperer? Are you? Dude, I always gotta wonder in these situations. Do the crocs or alligators know this person? Or is it just that they're in kind of a good mood for the large living being that's not their kind? They're just like, today, you know what? We're not gonna take snaps at you. You're interesting. I'm going to feel you with the underside of my mouth. It probably is some mechanism that they use to figure out what the thing is. Is it edible? Let me just feel it with the underside of my mouth, and I'll figure that out in a moment. Oh, not really edible. All right, we'll just take a pass on it. Meanwhile, in Brazil, it's like it was parked on the street. A telephone pole fell right on top of the center. But hey, the engine's still all right. Why pay to get that fixed when I can just drive it around like that? And I'll get attention. It'll be a really good conversation starter with the ladies. They'll be like, wow, look at that. And I'll be like, yeah, I was in it. I was in there. I was like, I saw the telephone pole drop, and then I was like, oh, and then I saved myself with my massive shoulder power. Yeah. Chill, bro. It's just a prank. I feel like that's not a prank so much as like, this must be a TV show that aims to demolish houses in really interesting ways. That ain't no prank if they put candles out there. The goal is to make things explode. But that's really cool, actually. Man, that'd be really cool if you could blow the roof off of a house with that specific reaction. That's awesome. When the fork did this happen? Moving out. When the European settlers arrived, they needed land to live on. The First Nations peoples agreed to move to different areas to make room for the new settlements. I hope we're not going to be getting political here, but I'm pretty sure that is not exactly what happened. I don't think they were just like, oh, hey, people who just came in on those boats over there, what's that? Oh, you want this? You want where we've lived? Yeah, for sure. We'll just vacate. Yeah, you have it. That's just, we don't need it anymore. There's a lot of land over that way. Yeah, we'll take it. You guys got this. Yeah, for sure. You got those cool ships. Have it. It's all yours. I don't think that's what happened. Alrighty then. That is it for the last month on WTF. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check the playlist in the description if you want to catch more Reddit videos. And subscribe if you're not already. If you want to listen to the music playing in the background right now, it's linked in the outro over on Mare Music. All right, I'll see you next time.